welcome back to the Slasher Siblings podcast. I'm your co-host Cicely, obviously.
I'm your host Hayden.
Today we're talking about Critters. Came out in 1986. It's rated PG-13. It's an hour and 26 minutes long. It's rated a 6.1 on IMDb. It's about a group of small but vicious alien creatures called Krites that escape from an alien prison transport vessel and land near a small town on Earth, pursued by two shape-shifting bounty hunters. Okay, last week's question. The serial killer in Scream wears a mask inspired by which Edward... Oh, fuck. I fucked that up last time, too. Edvard Munch painting. It's the Scream.
That one was kind of easy.
Yeah,
I
that
kind
was
of gave
kinda
you that
easy.
one. But if you got it,
Congrats.
congrats. And for the next one later, you'll have to call it out on the Facebook. So, let's get into this. You have anything you want to say before we...
I kind of liked it.
Yeah, me too, actually.
Yeah.
did.
It was on a list where it was bad, but I was like, I kind of dig it.
Yeah, it was kind of...
I like the aesthetic.
Yeah.
Love it.
The return of the word.
Love it. I was like, yeah, this is a movie I could fall asleep to.
Okay.
But in a good way. That's a good thing.
Yeah. So, yeah, I also liked it, and I don't really see why it was on
No.
a bad movie
As
list.
soon as those little fucking aliens popped up, the second I
The
saw
Krites?
aliens, I was like, yes!
It
An
definitely...
80s movie about aliens. Hell yeah.
I don't know if I wrote it down or not. I probably didn't because it was a long story. But it definitely had, like, a Gremlins vibe.
Oh, it had a Gremlins vibe for sure.
But apparently, the way the writer and director told the story was that he wrote it years before Gremlin was ever even thought of.
Uh-huh.
And then Gremlins was thought of and made first, and then it looks like he copied. I mean, he didn't copy. I just mean, like, took inspiration from.
Yeah. Oh,
But
well.
It depends on how much you believe the director-writer's story, whoever it was.
I didn't even care about that. I just thought it was...
Yeah,
I
didn't-
liked that kind of...
Like, it was
movie
enough like
anyway.
Gremlins for me to like it, and it was different enough for me not to hate it.
Exactly, yeah.
So, it was a pretty good movie, actually. I don't understand why it was
I liked it.
it was on this list, but...
It was kind of cute.
So, the opening was very informative and explained what happened.
Yeah.
So, that very beginning, that floating alien or whatever, he told us exactly who the Krites were, what they did, because he was explaining it to the bounty hunter.
Yeah.
But they told us the stakes right away. Like, if they get to the planet, they're going to eat and destroy everything, blah, blah, blah. So it told us immediately what was going down.
What was going down.
It didn't have, like,
What's
the
gonna
mystery
happen. Yeah.
of, like, you trying to figure it out with them or anything like that. Or it wasn't like the last movie, and it was like, we're not going to tell you anything, ever.
Yeah. Ever. At all. You're going to have no idea once it's over.
Right. So I really didn't care for that. That was a good angle. From
Yeah. I love just the opening scene.
They steal the ship.
I'm like, yes. Alien language. I don't know what you're saying, but it's music to my ears.
And there's the classic normal family, happy, joking around, brother and sister. Yeah, brother and sister fighting with each other. The classic,
Shooting her with a slingshot.
yeah, that was the classic thing that, like, a lot of horror movies do. It was like the families.
She's talking to Steve on the phone, and the
Exactly.
dad's like, "Who's Steve?"
Exactly. So that was, I mean, it's not overused, but it's like, it is
I
used
liked
a
it.
good bit.
I liked it.
But it's always like, we got to show you that they are happy with each other, normal,
Yeah.
realistic type family before all the shit turns bad,
Exactly.
kind of thing. So I do like that. And then I get it, but, like, I didn't like that everyone thought Charlie was crazy.
Yeah, me either.
I was like, what? Why?
Come on.
Don't be that mean.
Come on, guys.
Because he ends up turning out to be right. He just sounded crazy.
Yeah.
You didn't believe him, but guess what?
Listen.
It happened.
Someone comes up to me and says some shit like that. All right.
The aliens are coming.
I'll be like, okay.
You're probably right, but I got to go to work.
I'll be like, okay. Tell me where.
I'm
love
still
to
gonna
see him.
I'm still gonna be like normal, you know. Aliens are gonna take over no matter what. It doesn't matter if you tell me or not.
I mean,
I can't stop
they're
them.
coming, you know. And if you don't believe them, why are you listening to this podcast?
Listen to the crazy people.
Yeah.
I thought that the shape shifting was pretty gross.
Yeah.
The way they changed their face in the ship.
Yeah.
Watch
that was
the video
gross.
and stuff. That was disgusting.
I was like, okay.
So I didn't
little
look it
much.
up. I don't remember if they even told me in the trivia and stuff. What I think they did was made a wax bust of the head and then like melted it with like a
Oh.
heat gun or something,
Yeah, that would make sense.
and then just like
That's what it looked like.
did
yeah.
it in reverse.
Yeah.
Because it kind of looked like it was just a wax thing and they just melted the layers but just
Uh-huh.
reversed it like Evil Dead and stuff.
Uh-huh.
Which,
That would check
by the
out,
way, the new Evil Dead movie was fantastic.
yeah. Was it?
And they did, you remember the eyeball in
Uh-huh.
Evil Dead 2? How they did it in reverse into her
Yeah.
mouth? They did the same thing in Evil Dead Rise.
Nice.
They did like an eyeball shoot, but it was like, it looked actually like it was in reverse. So that, they have the technology to do it just looking normal, but they
Yeah.
went out of their way to make it look like it was in reverse. So that was kind of good. But we'll get into that movie eventually, I think.
Yeah, we will.
The fireworks. So this is a 80s movie, 1986, which I know at the time there wasn't like much technology or anything like that, but like they had to make their own fun back then.
Yeah.
Like they had to actually like go out and find things to do to keep busy, and he chose fireworks. And the dad was just like so pissed off that he was playing with fireworks. Like,
What do you want him to look at?
what do you want him to do? He's looking for stuff to do.
Yeah.
He's playing with his friend Charlie, and they're just playing with. They're blowing up Star Wars ships with fireworks.
Yeah.
That's
Alright,
fun.
That's fun. He's
As
having a
long as he
great
doesn't
time.
blow his fingers off, he's all right.
Yeah,
And they were tiny little firecrackers. It's okay.
that'll be alright.
And then the boyfriend pulls up with the daughter. His license plate said, "I don't give a shit what your other car is."
Yeah.
I thought that was so funny. And then the license plate said something, but I can't remember what it said. But it's just
Yeah.
the banner around it said, "I don't give a shit what your other car is." I just thought that was funny. I just wanted to mention it. He took the blame for Charlie, which I thought was very nice.
Yeah.
He already gets a bad rap, so to take the blame for him to shoot his sister by accident,
Yeah.
Charlie didn't try. He tried to hit the can, but it was really nice because he knew that he was going to get in trouble,
Yeah.
but he still took the blame. I mean, Charlie should have spoke up and tried to at least say something, but
That's
it is what it is. He took the blame, which was
snitches
nice.
get stitches, baby.
Yeah, it's true. The sneaking off to the barn scene I felt was kind of weird. Like kind of awkward a little bit.
Wait, pause. I don't think I've ever taken the blame for something that you've done.
No, you've never done. No.
Listen, props to that guy, because I've never. He does something, I'm like, yup. Get
Well,
him.
I mean, this was his
Arrest
best friend,
Oh, true.
Charlie.
If it was my
wasn't-
bestie, I'd be like, ah, shit.
I'll get in less trouble.
All right.
Anyway,
Anyway,
I thought that the sneaking off to the barn scene was kind of awkward.
that was so.
Weird.
So weird and awkward. I was like,
They went like 10 feet down the
They
road,
literally were right there.
and like they said they were going somewhere, which
They
was
said they were
obviously
going to ride around.
and not close. They assume it wasn't going to be close to the
Yeah.
house. You go 10 feet down the road
Yeah.
and park your car in an open, visible
Yeah.
part of the barn, and then go sneak off to do things. in the top in the hayloft.
Go further away and do that.
Yeah, like it was just so awkward the way that happened. But I mean, like that is teenage stupidity. But like it was just so
dumb.
awkward. Yeah, it was
and then
dumb.
the little boy saw it out his window. I was like, what the fuck?
But the sneaking out of the house, the boy sneaking out of the house, obviously he did. That's not the first time.
No.
So he knew what he was doing.
He definitely knew what he was doing.
But he got caught, which I
Yeah.
kind of feel bad for him then.
The dad was like, you've done this a few times, haven't you?
Obviously, I found you jumping out the tree.
Yeah.
But I feel bad for him because now his way of sneaking out is gone. Ruined. But you see the ship land, which I thought was kind of cool. Like all the people that like are outside their house and they're watching the ship land. I thought that was kind of interesting. It was really funny to see the ship land and like all the aliens just come pouring out of there.
Yeah.
I mean, the family didn't see it, but like it was just so funny. Didn't they roll down the ramp?
I think so.
That was so funny, I thought.
Cute.
Yeah. And like I said, he got caught in the tree and everything. After the aliens landed and stuff, they saw they thought it was a meteor or whatever.
Yeah, they thought it was a meteor.
Right. But I just thought it was funny. They just came rolling out of it. It was so funny. The police officer's killed. I thought that was an interesting way to start off your first kill of the movie. You know?
Yeah.
Because they ran across the road. Or rolled across the road, right? And then he stopped and thought it was like a cat or something. I don't remember.
Checking out what the heck it was.
I thought that was interesting because he stopped to like help the thing, and he ended up dying for it. I mean, yeah, that happens in movies, but like it was just like he was flirting with the girl over the radio 1 second, and the next second he's dying.
He was like, "You want to get donuts and coffee?" She said, "I have to wash my hair." And I was like, you know what? I kind of understand. That is a big task.
I mean, it was bigger then because all the hairspray, too.
Yeah, I was like, okay, that's valid.
And then the thing that bothered me so bad about the normal family, like the main family, I don't remember any of their names, but was that the mom who was cooking food and stuff, shoving her hand into the disposal part of the sink.
Yeah, dude. What are you doing?
What is going on?
You got balls.
That bothered the hell out of me because I know that anything could have happened and just ripped her fingers right off.
No, thank you.
No.
I will never.
Never, ever.
Nope.
That bothered the hell out of me. But whatever.
Yeah.
I'll ignore it for now. But that was extremely annoying to me. But then there's the dad being attacked in the basement. That was gruesome.
Yeah.
He was getting ripped apart in that Ghostbusters bowling jersey rip-off thing. That was ruined.
Yeah.
But that was pretty brutal. He was getting ripped apart. Mutilated, that's it. And then then the bounty hunters take the police car.
Oh, yeah.
I just thought it was funny because they get in. They have no idea how to drive a Earth car.
Yeah, an Earth car.
And they put it in reverse and just slam on the gas. They're going
so funny.
60 miles an hour down a road in reverse.
Yeah.
And they have no idea where they're going or what they're doing or anything. I just thought that was super funny how they just get in and just slam the gas. Then the Krites attack the sister. They interrupt booty call time. And that was... The brother obviously wanted to help him.
Yeah.
So he's like trying to get there at the same time. She's like defending herself while the boyfriend's getting ripped apart.
Yeah.
So he's dead.
Poor Steve.
Was it Steve?
Yep.
Poor Steve, I guess. He was kind of an idiot. He seemed kind of like a dumb jock guy.
Yeah, probably.
I think he was. But it was still like... It was nice to see the brother wanting to help, you know? But it was also kind of shitty that her boyfriend got murdered in front of her.
Yeah, that sucks.
But it is what it is, I guess. He was dumb. But this is also a time that we get a very good look at the Kreitz. It's like a couple frames, but like it was like a full shot of exactly what they look like.
They're little.
And the language of them is really funny. They're talking in their language, but you get to see the subtitles. And they're just cussing and swearing the whole movie. But like it can be in the movie because it's not actually being said, it's just the subtitles.
Yeah.
And like kids can't read that, so it's a PG-13 movie, you know? So it's really funny. But they're saying they can't hurt us or whatever, and talking about the weapons. And he pulls out the shotgun and he goes, "Fuck!" It was so funny. He's just sitting on the porch swearing. It was hilarious. I just thought the Kreitz were just so funny. And they were similar enough and different enough from Gremlins.
Gremlins, yeah.
There were similarities, but they were different enough to be their own thing, just like the movie. And I like the scene where they change inside of the church. He changes from that police officer to who had the blood and the wounds.
Yeah.
He even changed into like having the cuts and stuff. So it's obvious that they can change into somebody's face that they can physically see. So if they see a dead guy,
can do that.
He was kind of blue and had blood on his face and cuts and stuff. So I thought that was really, really cool. But I also thought it was cool that he just changes right in front of everybody.
Oh yeah,
changes
no big
right
deal.
into the pastor.
No big deal.
No, not at all. He's not like trying to be secretive or anything or try to hide.
Yeah, I can do this.
But he's like staring at the priest, and he's just changing into his face while he's looking at him.
I thought that was a unique
Yeah, it was definitely unique. Yeah, for sure. And I like that they decided to try to leave the house, the family, but they got chased back in by the Kreitz.
Yeah.
Like they go out one door and go into the other one. It's just like a giant waste of time. But I just thought it was funny how like they're like gearing up and stuff to leave, and then they can't. And even though they have all these weapons, didn't they have like a broom or something and the shotgun and stuff? And they try to leave and they just get chased right back in. I just thought it was so funny.
Stuck.
And they're stuck, yeah. But that was pretty funny the way it happened. It was just like the Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
They come out one door and go in the next door. It was kind of like that. I thought it was funny. And they show up at the bowling alley, the bounty hunters. That whole scene, the whole time they were in the bowling alley, was hilarious.
Oh yeah.
You can hear them screeching down the road, and they just come in through the front door, and there's like people, bowling and playing pool and stuff, and they're making fun of the clothes and whatnot, and they start blowing things apart, and blowing the TV up and shit, and everyone's just screaming and running. It's just everything about that scene was just pure comedy.
Yeah, it's great.
Because their faces don't change the whole scene.
Oh no.
And they're just blowing shit apart for no reason at all. They just want information about where the Kreitz are, and they're just blowing shit up.
That's the whole time. They're just looking for the Kreitz. They're not trying to like hurt anybody or.
No, they're just looking for them, and it's just so
like,
funny.
Where are they?
Like the most monotone, straight face
no
ever.
No expressions, and I'm like, what the fuck?
And they don't even like smile or laugh or anything. It's just so funny. And then the Kreitz break into the house.
Yeah.
So it's kind of funny because they go through the window and stuff, but like they're wreaking havoc on this house now. They're tearing it apart. And it kind of reminds me of the scene when Gizmo has babies and there's like 6 of them and they're just ripping shit apart.
Oh my god.
Or well, they turn into the Gremlins first.
That is one of my favorite scenes from Gremlins.
What?
When they're all little.
When they're all littles.
Yeah, Gizmo is like
the father.
Just chilling in bed with the remote.
Yeah.
So cute.
But when they turn into the gremlins and they like strap Gizmo to the dartboard and they're just ripping shit apart, it reminded me of that scene. And I thought it was really funny. And the very next scene, the bounty hunters show up, right? And they're trying to kill the Krites and stuff. The Krite misses the boy.
Yeah.
It lit right into the toilet. It killed me. And he just shuts the lid on the Krite. It was just so funny. It was ridiculous, exactly.
Yeah, they had a lot of humor in this movie.
They really did. They did it well too, I think. It's not like they were trying to be funny for funny's sake. It was like appropriate. Yeah. But the toilet part killed me. And then their plan to get help is messed up. And what I mean by that is like they plan to run down the street and call for help and like
hope somebody's there.
And hope someone can come help them. But that doesn't really work out because of the tires being flat and, you know, just all these outside circumstances happening that just screwed everything up. But here's another part that was similar to the last scene, was where he was tearing apart Brad's room instead of the whole house. And that more so reminded me of the Gremlin scene because it was an actual bedroom and stuff. But like they were just ripping up pillows and feathers were flying everywhere and there's shit flying across.
Critters.
Yeah, it was so funny. But what I did think was the most hilarious part of that scene, but also the saddest part of that scene, was the E.T.
Yeah.
And he's like staring at E.T. He's just looking at him. And he's like, "What is this?" And he's like, he can't figure out that it's a stuffed animal. He thinks it's another alien or whatever. And he's like talking to it, and he like grabs it, like rips its head off. It was so funny the way it happened, but it was like, poor E.T. That's what I wrote down. I was like, poor E.T. But it was just so funny because he was just like staring at him, and he's like, "What is this?
What is this thing?"
He's like talking to it too.
He's like, "Are you one of us?"
It was funny. And then Brad, the little boy, I finally wrote his name down. Brad gets the bounty hunters. So what he thought was the cops.
Yeah.
He stopped them, even though the car is completely mangled.
Oh yeah.
It's falling apart at this point. Huh?
He gets in.
He gets in. Yeah, but it's the dude, the singer, and the priest.
Yeah.
You don't think that's weird? No, he was Charlie. He turned into Charlie at that point.
Yeah, because he kept saying that, and he was like, "You know where my house is?
Yeah, just go. Like,
just go to my house."
He thought it was actually Charlie and this random singer that's like popular.
Yeah, he's like, "Yeah, they're here to help us."
Like, it's just so weird. But it was really funny the way he was like, "Charlie, you know where I live. Just go to my house.
Drive there."
It was just funny.
It was cute. That was a cute little scene.
So the bounty hunters get there, and they start attacking the Krites. And it's so funny where he opens the toilet and just blows it to pieces with his gun. Hey, it worked.
It worked.
You got the Krite, but you blew up half the house in order to get him.
Yeah.
He just blew the friggin' toilet apart. That was hilarious. He didn't even try to like grab it and get it out. He just
blew it up.
Blew it up, which was hilarious too. And I thought it was really funny how they needed to get to the ship to stop the Krites from getting away with his sister.
Yeah.
And they all squeeze into that police car. They're just like sitting on top of each other trying to chase down Charlie. And the bounty hunters, of all people, get into the front to drive again.
I know. Why?
And they're all squeezed in the back.
Like, who's letting them drive again?
I don't know. It's just so funny. This movie is actually very comedic.
It is.
It's pretty well done.
I really liked it.
And then they found the real Charlie. Well, Brad did. He found him while he was chasing down the Krites with his sister. But at least now he knows that it wasn't Charlie back there.
Yeah.
This is your friend. But the house absolutely gets punished
Destroyed.
when they start flying away in the ship.
Oh, yeah.
It gets absolutely punished. They just blew the freaking
Yeah.
thing apart. For what reason, dude?
Like, now they don't have a house.
Yeah, like, that was just so crazy. That was, like, petty.
Yeah, that was really petty.
They get in the ship and they start to fly away, and they're just like, you know what? Fuck your house.
Fuck your house. We're
It
gonna
was-
blow it up.
It's just so petty. And they start laughing,
Yeah.
which was kind of funny. But, so the crates are dead? Question mark? At this point, I was like, are they dead?
Are
Because
they?
we don't see a body kind of thing.
Yeah.
But, I mean, they did
Never
blow up the ship.
confirmed.
So it would make sense that they were dead, but whatever. So the singer bounty hunter tells Brad to call him sometime, which I thought was kind of cool.
Yeah.
But I was like, I hope they don't need to, as far as
Yeah.
like feeling bad for them goes. I mean, there are more movies, but I hope they don't need to call
Yeah.
you. And I don't think anyone would
I don't
want
think
to.
they want to.
But it was still kind of nice, cool gesture
Yeah.
to see a little bit more of a human side
Yeah.
to the aliens.
A little
I
bit
guess.
of emotion.
Yeah, it was really cool to see that
Yeah.
from like these monotone
Stone cold.
Yeah, it was just it was
They
really
were
nice.
funny. They were really funny.
But they started to fly away, right?
Yeah.
But before they go, they build the house back up,
Uh-huh.
which was really cool to see. Because in 1986, graphics and
Weren't the
CGI and
best.
stuff weren't the
Yeah.
best yet. Not, Avengers Endgame level, right?
Yeah.
So to see, I think they filmed it in reverse as well. Like
Oh,
filmed
okay.
it and then
Yeah,
put
that
it in
would make
reverse to
sense.
build it.
Yeah.
But like, it was just so cool to see them have their house built back up. It was really funny. The cat, Chewie,
Yeah,
got
Chewie.
sucked back into the house. But it was really cool to see them do something nice for them.
Yeah.
They're like, you helped us kill the Krites.
We'll
We'll
help
rebuild
you."
your house,
Yeah.
kind of thing. But that was really cool, I thought. And I guess it's not the end because they laid some eggs.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. But no, it was really cool movie, honestly. And honestly, I wouldn't even mind seeing a second one.
No, I would watch this.
I actually really liked this one. I'm surprised because it said it was on a bad movie list. But we had some people comment and say that it wasn't
Yeah.
bad, but like it was really cool to see that a movie on the bad list,
was actually
quote unquote,
pretty good.
was actually pretty good.
Yeah, I
actually
liked
gave it I wrote 6, but I gave it a 7,
Yeah.
really,
Yeah.
because there were some things that weren't fantastic, and there were some things that were actually surprising to me. I don't know why I wrote 6. I think because it got a 6 out of 10.
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
it? I think I screwed it up,
Yeah.
but I gave it a 7.
Yeah.
What did you give it?
I give it 6.5.
6.5.
Yeah.
Okay. I still think that there were a lot of similarities to Gremlins.
Yeah, but
The movie
not
was
too similar.
not too
Yeah.
similar. It was different enough to actually, be its own movie.
Uh-huh.
But there were still some similarities there. And like the comedic tone was like, well,
Yeah, I really
done.
liked it.
it was
that
appropriate.
movie.
It wasn't too much
Yeah.
kind of thing. So I do enjoy this movie actually. It was really cool. You have anything you want to talk about before we get
No,
into
just that I thought it was really cute and kind of funny, and it was like we've been watching some pretty scary movies, so
Yeah, this is a nice
nice.
Change of pace.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so too.
But before I get into the fear facts, there are 6 movies and a TV show to Critters. There were 5 sequels. I think a prequel was the 6th movie.
Uh-huh. Oh, wow.
And there's a TV show. I think it's currently on.
Oh, really?
Or maybe it was last year. I don't remember. But there's a
That's
TV
pretty
show
cool.
and 6 total movies for the Critters. I think as the movies go on, they get worse.
Probably.
Like worse rating.
Yeah.
Maybe the list meant one of the other Critter movies. Maybe.
Maybe.
'Cause I think there was a 2.4 on the list. So maybe that's what
Oh, that's weird.
I don't know. Anyway. So, not only the language, but some of the looks to the critters were based on Taz the Tasmanian Devil.
Oh, that's cool.
The language was straight
Yeah.
based on Taz. You don't understand anything Taz is saying.
Oh, you have no idea what these fuckers are saying.
Exactly. So the language was based off of Taz, which is kind of interesting. This was the director's debut movie.
Really?
He did a fairly good job. I didn't think he was too bad. The movie's pretty good.
I liked it.
The bounty hunters were never given names until the sequel.
Oh, okay. Cool.
And their names, I can't remember the one's name. The one that was the singer.
Uh-huh.
He's in every movie.
Okay.
He's a reoccurring person in all the movies. But no, the singer's name is Ugg. U-G. Or Oog, maybe.
Yeah.
Something like that.
That's
I can't
funny.
remember the first. I think his name is actually Charlie. But
Oh,
I can't
really?
remember. I think it's Charlie and Oog, I think are the names. Because I did look them up, but I forgot what they were. But they were never given the names until number 2. And the body count for this movie is a cow, 2 two humans, 8 kites, and several chickens.
Damn.
That's
Not
literally
the
what it said.
chickens.
That's literally what it said. Several chickens. There was no number for it. But Charlie and Oog, or Ugg, are in all 4 movies.
Oh, nice.
All 4 original
Yeah.
movies. I forget. One's a prequel, and I think maybe the other one's a reboot or something. I don't remember. But there's a TV show as well. And this, out of the whole series, is the only movie that they actually grow. How the kite was
Oh.
tiny and he turned into the giant one.
Yeah.
This is actually the only movie that they do that.
Oh,
All the other
wow.
ones they didn't. Or not to that size,
Yeah.
at least. I think one of them, they do get bigger, but not very much. So that's kind of interesting, too.
That's cool.
Which, fair enough. You can't do the same thing every movie, you know? So, that's fair enough.
Fair enough.
But, you have anything you want to say?
I
about the
really
movie?
liked this one. Because it was on the same list as the last one, I thought it was going to be kind of bad. Just because the last one was really bad. But I actually really liked this movie, and I'd probably watch it again.
Yeah, I would watch it, too.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Me too.
So let's get into the next question before we sign off of this
Okay.
episode. So we actually came up with this idea where my birthday's in June 11th, and I wish we would have thought of the idea before Cicely's birthday.
Yeah.
But I just
Get
thought
it
of it
next
like
time.
last month or something. That the persons who want the one of us whose birthday it is going to pick all the movies of that month. So for June, I'm going to pick all 4 of the movies, which I have 4 written down. They're not confirmed yet until it's actually June 1st, but I think I know what 4 movies I want to watch.
Okay.
And for, every time we have a birthday, if you guys are still listening by the time we have Cicely's birthday, she's going to pick all, I think. No, it's not a leap year next year, so you're only going to get like 3 or 4 movies.
Damn.
But
February.
yeah, I thought that would be a cool idea to see. It could be anything you want. The movies that you want to watch. It could be your favorite movies. It could be whatever. Just your favorite bad movies, whatever it is.
Yeah.
So I think I picked 3 of my favorite horror movies that
Okay.
for different reasons. And then I picked the list isn't confirmed yet, but I picked my favorite bad movie too.
Oh God.
It wasn't a great movie, but I actually really enjoyed the campy nature of it.
Okay.
But yeah, we'll get into that next month, and I think if we can set it up correctly, the first movie in July we'll have a cool movie and surprise for you then too. So let's read the question there.
What 2005 movie contains elements of both the supernatural and a courtroom drama?
All right, so if you know that answer, put it on the Facebook.
I feel
We'll
like people would
shout you
get
out.
that one.
Huh?
I feel like people would get that one.
Really?
Yeah,
I don't know what it is.
I've heard of it.
Oh, okay. Well, if you do know it, obviously put it on.
Let us know.
Let us know. And I gave it a 7. You gave it a 6.5.
Yup.
I feel like this movie was good enough for everyone to watch.
Yeah, you
I
guys should
enjoyed
watch
it.
it. It's free on YouTube.
Yeah, it was. I was actually kind of
So-
surprised by that. It was just on
Pretty
YouTube.
cool. Yeah.
But yeah, it was a pretty good movie. So now our next week movie is, drum roll, Ghost Ship.
Ghost Ship.
There's huge memes about this movie.
It's probably gonna be awful, huh?
I heard that the movie itself is awful,
Okay.
but the opening scene is utterly unforgettable.
Great. Okay.
I've seen the opening scene, like a clip of it.
Okay.
It's pretty screwed up.
Okay.
So
Great.
this will
Can't
be a good
wait
one to
to
talk
traumatize
about.
myself with that
Yeah,
one.
exactly. So yeah, we'll see you next week with Ghost Ship, and that'll be the end of our horrible movie month.
Yay.
We'll talk to you later.
Catch you later.